Greetings and welcome to Diluvian Winds. I'm KatherineOfSky, and as soon as I saw the title, I was intrigued because Diluvian, of course, refers to kind of a flood, same root word as deluge, that kind of thing, and we will be seeing some water in this game. But anyway, I love water, I love the sea, and this game is kind of described as a colony builder, but I would actually describe it as a board game. I really like it. It's kind of interesting. It's got a lot to it. It's kind of cool. So let's just play a game. Let's just play, and we will start in a new game. Let's just trash my test game. Let's not skip the tutorial because it might skip some of the what do you call it? Might skip some of the story bits. So let's just go with everything. Oh, thank you very much. There we go. One thing I'm not a fan of is the whole, like, it auto-saves to one save file. I don't like that. I'm a content creator. I have a save for every single episode I do. But that's only one minor meow. I love the graphics in this game. It's very beautiful. It's very illustrated like a storybook. It's quite pretty. We got stuff happening. Storms are coming. So we have this little lighthouse here. That is the forefront of our property. All right, day one. A new day begins. My lighthouse is a mess. This unhinged weather and the constant catastrophes keep destroying whatever we manage to build. What a life. In any case, there's nothing else for it. We must rebuild. Gah, I'm too old for this. Alright, so this is our supporting buildings for the lighthouse. This is Elmer. I'll wait for the next caravan. Let me know if I can help in the meantime. Please do not go far. The lighthouse tower is a safe place, and there is so much to do to ensure our survival. Okay, so we have a clock here on the right. These indicate the times of day. We have dawn, then morning, afternoon, dusk, and night. And you'll see which ones do which activities. Basically, you can choose what to do during each phase of the day, and that's kind of how you take your turns. Okay, so we're going to start in this task phase. We should start by clearing out the debris. We need to recycle this wood. I can take care of it. Just let me know where to go. All right, so we click on Elmer with his knock, and then we choose a task. Now, later we're going to get more tasks, but look at Elmer. Elmer is a squirrel, and Elmer can build various buildings. We don't have the option to do that. We'll get a blueprint button. Right now, Elmer is very satisfied, and so resource production is +2. Species is squirrel. They get +5 vegetable production and -5 fish production. They are land-based. Traits. We have a... if we build a woodcutter's cabin, then we get 2 victory points. And that's why I say it's kind of like a board game, is because when you... I think it's 25. When you get 25 victory points, then you win the game. And then we have can always work no matter their morale. All right, so the satisfaction is the morale, and it is kind of based on the food you give them. So anyway, in this phase of the game, in this time, which has disappeared, we need to assign tasks. So we're going to assign Elmer to clear up this section here so that they can get to work and do stuff. Okay, I'll remove the debris. I should be done by this afternoon. Every activity exhausting and lowers my morale. If it ever reaches 0, I have to rest and won't be able to help anymore. Okay, so now we have another squirrel here. And this is Evelyn. I see there is a greenhouse still standing. If you assign me to it, I'll forage for food there. Good idea. Producing resources is survival 101. So yeah, you have to produce various resources. We have vegetables, fish, insects, which are food resources at the moment. Wood is super important for keeping the lighthouse fire going, as well as building other structures. And then we have other things which kind of build into other stuff. So Evelyn is here. She was also a squirrel. Would love to observe someone working. Okay. But right now we don't have any two-person jobs, so we're going to stick Evelyn in the greenhouse. Probably be done by the end of the morning. So when they're saying, oh, by the end of the day, end of the afternoon, whatever, they all do finish by the end of the day. So it's there are no tasks that take multiple days that I've found. The production of resources is dependent on many factors: morale, traveler species, that should be S, and weather. It is your responsibility as the keeper to make sure that all the tasks get assigned efficiently. It is your home after all. Okay. It seems everyone is busy. Time to move on to the next phase of the day. Okay, so we need to click again. Later, we have this kind of like auto move on feature. Once everybody is assigned, for example, it goes to the next phase. You see we have generated wood. We have generated vegetables. We actually have an overage of vegetables. So this is where they all meet for lunch or for dinner. So they eat once a day. Okay. We have after work, it's time to rest. There's nothing better than a good binge to improve everyone's morale. The fuller the pot, the better it will feel afterwards. Keep an eye on food reserves, however. It's always better to have some extra food saved up. A varied meal will give us different bonuses. Remember to mix up your ingredients and quantities. The flood is better with big folks like you around. Your generosity deserves a feast. Okay, you may fill the pot with various edible resources you have in storage. Traveler morale will be affected by the amount of resources in the meal. The recipe and its effects will change depending on the ingredients you use. So you do actually get a menu book here, which shows you the recipes that you have concocted. So right now, if we give them 10 vegetables, they go to being blue happy bear, which is great. If we give them more, we can give them 30, but it doesn't change the blue happy bear. So we might as well give them the minimum so that we can save our resources for later. So let's go ahead and confirm. Come on, fill up the pot. Oh, okay, so this is tutorial land. All right, sure. Wood production +5. Okay, so now we have a new recipe, which is the green salad. And it keeps track of those bonuses so you can easily check on them later. Like if you want more wood production, which is a really good thing. Yeah. Also, okay, so this fire is a key to our survival. If I let it go out, travels will not see the lighthouse, and I will become isolated from the rest of the world. Each day, the weather will have varying degrees of impact on the flame. We can maintain the fire by giving it sources of fuel. However, the items used for fuel are also materials required to build and reinforce the village. The future probably holds some difficult choices for us. It does indeed. For now, however, we have enough wood to keep the fire going as strong as it can. Okay, so we can feed the fire with various things. You can have oil or the cloth stuff. The weather lowers the fire's strength, and we'll see that in a second. The stronger the fire, the faster the next exiles will find the lighthouse. Now, one thing I don't understand about... So, this thing is... The lighthouse is attracting travelers on the road, on land. Like, what is this? This doesn't even make sense. Like, why are we not having travelers from the sea? Like, what is this? Anyway, if you make the lighthouse fire brighter, sometimes the caravan will move further. But if it doesn't move, don't add wood. You don't need it. Oh, he wants us to... Okay, this is tutorial land. So let's go. Confirm. But usually you don't need, if you don't need to, you don't need to use a wood. Because here's the weather on the right-hand side. So we have windy, fire -2, insect production up 5. Then we have foggy, fire -1, morale -2, cloudy, fire -1, morale -1. And these are mild numbers, to say the least. Now, earlier, I don't know if you saw, but we had 52 vegetables. Now, keep in mind that if you go over, you can eat those vegetables during dinner or whatever the resource is. You can use them during the day. But if you go overnight, like we're going to click this button, we're at night right now, lighthouse phase. If you go over it, it's going to reduce back to the maximum you can hold. Now, you can build a warehouse to hold more items, and that's really good for things like wood and stuff where you need a lot to tend the fire and also build stuff. But yeah, it's rough. Okay, so there we go. Day 2, and then you get the caravan moving. Our next travelers are still a few days away, so no arrivals today. Let's tackle morning tasks. So again, we go to where this is just like the announcement phase, right? Travel arrival and departure. Yeah, we haven't had that. So we go to the next phase. I really actually like this game a lot. It's fun. I had my first go. I spent several hours just playing this game because it's just fun. If I may make a suggestion, if you do not have a means of wood production, I can take care of that if you'd like. Good idea. We have the ability to build a woodcutter's cabin. Okay, so we're going to build, and this shows us how to build. We travelers are looking for places to take refuge in during our journey. We come with requests. If you fulfill them, they can only benefit the lighthouse and those that come to it. Let's build a woodcutter's cabin. Okay, so if you remember, Elmer had a thing to build a woodcutter's cabin. We now have the blueprint. Now keep in mind, these buildings, they cost wood. I don't know why we can't. I think this is tutorial land, why we can't build a greenhouse, because normally you can. Pantry also is, and it shows you the storage that we get with the pantry. Anyway, and then this one, the greenhouse, gives us vegetables. The woodcutter's cabin gives us wood. So cleaning out those areas is it's not a wood generating exercise. It's just cleaning. So we're going to build the woodcutter's cabin, and I'm going to build it right here. And you can build it kind of anywhere if you want to. Okay, each traveler has a request. Successful requests earn you victory points. You need 25. A traveler who's fulfilled the request or no longer has any time will leave the lighthouse with the next exile caravan. Okay, and then here we go with the last critter here. Evelyn, very well. I shall wait for an assignment. So Evelyn, let's see what Evelyn can do here. Evelyn can either do the greenhouse or do the greenhouse. Let's go. Okay. Evelyn's greenhousing. Okay. So then we go to the next phase where they work. And you'll see them do stuff and things. Perfect. Okay. So Evelyn is therefore gonna... Oh, wait. No, it's... No, the other squirrel. Elmer, of course. All right, Elmer, it's time for me to go back on the road. I shall be on the next convoy out of here, and that's because Elmer has fulfilled all the conditions. I'll check on you if I'm ever around here again. Thanks for your help. You're always welcome. Have a nice trip. Okay, so we have Blue Bear, and then there's like Dark Blue Bear, which is the happy. And there are victory conditions of, I want to be super happy. So that's this phase over here, which we haven't quite gotten to yet. So they are going to be in yellow bear mode unless we feed them. There's green. We can feed them like this, but it doesn't do good to do more than 20. So we're going to just go into light blue bear mode. And they're going to get wood production happy. Does it tell us what we get with that? No, of course not. Of course, I forgot. Okay. Again? Dude, stop going tutorial on me, man. I don't really want to use that much food. I want to be a little bit more frugal because there really isn't a point to using it. Okay, the fire is strong. Okay, it's sometimes smart to save resources. Yeah, sometimes it is. So even if we added to the fire, the thing is not going to get here any, shorter. So we just do that. I think after this is the end of tutorial land. I mean, after we get our new travelers. Okay, day 3. Woohoo! I love the graphics. It is so dang pretty. Hooray! Okay, so here we go. So Evelyn did not complete her task yet. A convoy just arrived, as planned. Travelers looking for a rest, a refuge, or a meal will stay here a few days. Again, I have no clue why these travelers are not coming by ship. This is a lighthouse, for God's sake! Like, maybe a monument or a monastery accepting, like, pilgrims or something. That makes sense. But, like, a lighthouse should accept people from the sea. Anyway. Okay, so here's the convoy. I mean, the graphics are cute of these little... But it just doesn't make any sense to me. With Elmer leaving, we have 2 available spaces. Who are the new visitors? We have... Okay, so we have different animals now. So we have Bianca, who's a bear. Now, bears are great for producing insects, not great at textiles. Charlie is a beaver, and he is +5 wood production. Imagine getting +5 on that, +5 on the meal, then you have good stuff. So let's go and take both of these folks. And basically, if you are on this menu, I got confused at some point because there were several travelers in the caravan, and I couldn't pick all of them, and I could only pick some of them, but then if I picked too few, the confirm button wouldn't light up. You're basically going until max amount in your colony. Let's see how we make to help each other. Let's move on to the morning. Okay? Okay, so we have 2 new travelers, and who is that? I think is it Evelyn leaving? Or is that Elmer? I don't remember. Anyway, doesn't matter. They're both squirrels. Wearing similar clothes, and I forgot who's who. Okay, so we go to the next phase to talk to people and get their tasks sorted out. And each of these animals are going to have different buildings they can build. Hello, everyone. I cannot work in any of your workshops. Don't you have some bears around? We don't. What's your specialty? We bears are experts in producing insects. Let me show you. So anyway, Bianca can actually work in wood production or any of the other things, but this is just kind of tutorial land. Okay, so let's build an insect farm here. We have magically enough wood. Okay, next, where are we going? I think we need... Oh, workshops are not the only difference. We also have specific bonuses tied to our species. All right, beavers are experts in wood. Okay, there we go. So we can... Yep, we want to optimize this. So let's take Evelyn here and have Evelyn do this stuff. And Charlie, we want you to make wood. There we go, and go. The world of Diluvian Winds is home to many different animal species, and they give them different kinds of things. La-di-da-di-da. Production and different buildings. Okay, now we got stuff and things, which is yay. Okay, and we're back here. The recipes you discover and their effects are documented in the recipe book. Okay. Yeah, I know that. Thanks. Let's go ahead and try to make them... Ooh, we can have really happy stuff happening here. But do we want to do that? Let's go ahead and confirm. I don't actually know what these animals want, and I should have looked at their... So if any of them wants to be happy, then they're going to be happy today. But in general, we are going to need to be really frugal with the amounts of food here. Okay, so what do we want to do here? We're at this level. Let's see, if we go 2 more, we can get half a tile. I don't think it's worth it. I think we should leave it here. And then we're going to save that wood for tomorrow's building or whatever we need to do with it. Day 4, a new day begins. I really love the colors of this dawn. It's so pretty, the blue and the yellow and the fire and all the things. Okay, so insects for dinner is what Bianca wants. I think we should build housing is what Charlie wants. So we didn't need anybody to be happy, which is unfortunate because we just wasted food for that. But it's okay, we'll get there. We'll have plenty of food. Okay, we got his knock. So every now and again in the morning you'll get his knock. Hey, I'm building something. What would be the most useful for the community? Wood vegetables. Or vegetables wood. I think we're going to take wood vegetables. Because we're never in need of... Well, we always want more wood. So now we're over-capping on wood. And that means we need to use it today. And that's going to be okay because it looks like one of the animals wanted to build another building. I like insects. I will breed them. And I'm looking for traveling buddies. Would love to if you sent me to work with another traveler. Okay, that's fine. But let's see. Charlie wants to build the housing room. Okay. Can we choose another building? No, of course we can't. Why would we be able to do that? Oh, God. Okay, I want you to work here. Yes. And then Bianca, let's have you work in insects. And Evelyn... can also work in the woodcutter's cabin. Do we want... Yeah, we can have Evelyn work there. Because... Oh, no, we shouldn't. Oh, no, we're going to be way overcapped on wood. Shoot. That was a bad decision. But she did get her victory points sorted. Now we're going to feed that fire like nobody's business, man. I thought we would be able to build right now, but we aren't. Okay, so let's add insects to the menu. Each dish has its own effects, so make sure to try out different ingredients and quantities to discover them all. Okay, so now we have insects. But I think we're just going to keep it low, and that's just fine. We could also do a different meal by adding... these, but we have one of the, I think it's the bear that wanted an insect meal. So let's just do this. We're going to have insect chips, which gives us textile production +5. Oh, I should have, oh, no. That was a bad decision. I should have added the vegetables because they give +5 wood production, and I forgot about that. Brain, it's okay. Brain is fine. Brain is fine. Okay, so some weather events will reduce the fire more than others. Careful with the wind. So this is great because we now like use a lot of this wood because we are actually overcapping on wood. So there we go. Confirm. So now we're at 39 of 50. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Day 5. Okay. The caravan isn't yet here, so we're going to have to just like skip the morning. Okay. Work with travelers. Okay, there we are. We have all these except for building the housing. Would like to get that done. Let's go down. We should improve the lighthouse's housing capacity. I could build some housing with the appropriate amount of wood. So I wanted to do that yesterday, Charlie. Come on. Work with me here. Okay. So modest housing that welcomes one extra traveler. It's quite hard, but has a roof. Okay, so this means we could actually have an extra traveler living with us. One day, a visitor installed a very ingenious system on the side of my lighthouse. If there's nothing else to do, you could always gather drifting debris. Who knows what you could find? Okay, so Bianca is going to build... is going to fish. Apparently, we don't get any other options than fish. I don't like this fishing net because it seems to just have like random stuff on it. Like you can get vegetables or insects. You rarely get fish. There is actually a fishing room. So yeah. All right. So let's see. Let's go ahead and have, can't build anything. We can do work. What do we want here? We could really use some wood. So we're going to use wood and go. Because you don't want to run out of wood. That's when you have problems. Okay, so we could try a new dish here. We could do this one, which is different. So let's confirm this. We'll have wood production plus 10. Wow, that's a really good one. And oil production plus 10. That's a really good meal there. So obviously we want to try to get those insects every day because it does buff the greens. Okay, so fire is very strong. Let's just confirm. We don't need to feed it anymore. Just go to the next day and see if we can build something tomorrow. Day 6. New day begins. Also, is this? Let me just check something real quick. So I believe this is going to be a demo. I'm not sure. Check it on Steam. But in any case, it's really fun to play. So I hope you like it. It's been very interesting, and I like the illustration. It's so nice. Okay, so here we have all 3 are leaving now. We have a duck arriving. This is nice. Hello. Hi, duck. So now we have a choice of many. So let's see what we have. We have Mimi, who's a mouse. Textile is plus, insect is minus. But so we actually have no need of a mouse right now because, well, can they build textile? They can build a storeroom, stores materials. That might be quite valuable, actually. Also pay attention to their requests because you may not be able to fulfill them. Beavers are experts with wood. Otis is an otter. I feel like the beavers and otters look very similar. I don't really like that. It's only through this that you can actually see what they're good at, kind of. Lowry's a bear. Let's go ahead and get the bear. Otto is wanting fish. I think let me just try to replace. Okay, Cole wants vegetables for dinner. I'll take that. Okay. Because you can re-roll their requests, basically. So Otis can build a storeroom. Oh, and housing. And a fisher's cabin. I think... Should we bother with Mimi? I don't know. I think it might be better just to get Otis. Well, we still want either Otis or Otto. So work with one, work with one. They both do the same thing. So let's just take them all. And then we have 4 different travelers to work with here. No bears, unfortunately, but maybe we can get one of them that doesn't have minus insecting to grab some insects. Okay. So let us get to the next thing. All right, keeper. Someone left materials on the workbench. Either take them to storage, 5 of something. You can keep them Oda's morale +1, or use them to improve the room. I'm not sure if this is a permanent bonus or a today. Let's choose it anyway. All right, if I spin it that way, it should work. Okay, good. Next. Okay, the weather forecast isn't good. There will be a storm in the next 3 days, which may cause dangerous waves that will come crashing against the lighthouse. Waves can vary in size, but the rooms closest to the ground are always the most vulnerable. We must reinforce our rooms if we want to avoid losing them. It costs resources, but it's still better than going back to square one. Okay, this is really important, by the way, to have stuff. So let's reinforce rooms. We have quite a lot of stuff. So let's make you reinforce the wood. Always reinforce your wood thing. Good, this room now has an extra health point. It should survive the next catastrophe. Okay, and then Lowry. Let's get Lowry to also reinforce this one. Yep, down there. Okay. We shouldn't need to reinforce the greenhouse. It's pretty well up there. We might reinforce the bedroom. I'm not sure. Let's see. Can we build anything? Woodcutter's cabin. Okay. We only have 16 thingies. So let's see. What about Otis? Can you build anything? Fisher's cabin. I would like to build that kind of up. I would actually like to have a 2-high building here. But I don't think we really have... Actually, the storeroom is that. So what we could do, let's just reinforce the bedroom. Oh, we don't have enough yet. Oh, darn. Okay, so what you can do, let's see what we can do here. We have coal is... Okay, vegetables -5. So you are fish +5, wood production -5. So let's go ahead and put you over here. So the rooms that are being worked on, by the way, you can't use them. So coal, let's just send coal to do the fishing over here, because there's really not much else that they can do. Okay, so we did actually get some nice wood from that. That's kind of cool. Okay, so let's get... We want to do some wood production for sure. So let's take this and get these two. Does this give us a different dish? Ooh, that gives us a different dish. Let's try that. Let's try it. Ooh, ratatouille. Okay, fine. But it doesn't give us different stats, which is unfortunate. So I spent too much food here. Okay, next. And we can... Okay, I think we're going to stay down at 0 and just let the lighthouse fire do its thing. And it should be fine tomorrow. We'll produce more wood tomorrow because the wood, the reinforcement is going to be complete. Okay, so we have one veggie thing done. We should build a storeroom, produce 30 vegetables. Okay, that's Lowry wants to produce. I believe these are individual. So Lowry has to work to produce vegetables. So let's do Lowry in the veggie production. Okay. All right, so Lowry wants to produce veggies, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. Now, Otis, did you have ideas about the... No, it was a different one. This one. The mouse wanted to build a storeroom. So let's build a storeroom. I like these ones that are too high because it only takes one reinforcement, you know? So there we go. That's all we have. So Cole wants to eat veggies, but cannot right now. What else do we have here? Wood production. Okay, yep, let's send you there. And then Otis wants to observe somebody working. However, I really would like to get some vegetable or some insects. So let's go ahead and have them work there. Even if it's at a slight... I forgot if it was at a disadvantage. It is. We only got 10 insects there. Okay, that's okay though. No worries. We will sort it next time. Okay, so food we have is, let's have insects and this, because it gives us plus 10 wood production. That's really nice. Okay. All right, and our fire is... Oh, wow, that's... Yep, let's just do one. There we go. Confirm. Not really in a hurry to get the next set of travelers. I'd rather have more wood for building or something. We could build a fishing cabin, potentially. Let's see if we can do that. I forget who has what. I think it's the bear that has the fishing. Is that right? I don't know. But there's time for the bear to get their veggie production anyway. The storm rages. This is our last chance to reinforce our weakest rooms. Okay, so let's see who needs what. I think Otis, yeah. Let's see. Storeroom is done. Veggies are done. Who has the other... The fisher's cabin? Aha, Otis does. Otis... Oh, whoops. Hello? You wanted to observe someone. I'm sorry. I guess you're just going to have to build the fisher's cabin anyway. So you're going to build this. No, you're not. You actually need to reinforce the thing. So let's just... Otherwise, we're going to lose our storeroom. So we're going to... Let's reinforce this. Because we didn't have enough room or enough wood to do both of the things. So Bear, why don't you go ahead and catch insects. Stormy minus 10. That's unfortunate. So that's not great for us, actually. Plus 30 on the wood. That's pretty good. And then Cole is a beaver. So I want to give Cole some work doing that as well. And Otis, let's have you doing a thing. What are you going to do? I want you to get maybe the veggies. Yeah, plus 5 is nothing. All right, let's get the veggies there. And that seems like okay. We have mountains of wood. This is fantastic. Really important that we make sure that the storage is protected. Okay, so... Okay, let's see. Okay, just minimum is fine. Okay, Lighthouse Fire. We have 71 of 80. So right now we're actually doing pretty well. We don't need to add any. The caravan is going to be here, so I'm not going to waste wood on those. All right. So this is the end of tutorial land, apparently. We have all the knowledge we need. Hooray! Okay. Oh, no. Things are happening. Oh ho, what's gonna happen? Oh dear. Okay, everybody's coming up from under the ground and bracing inside the lighthouse for this very large wave. It's a rogue wave coming at them and really pounding the thing. Is it gonna destroy? It did destroy our home section over there. I don't know if these are okay. We'll have to see. A new day begins. Okay, so Lowry failed the request. All right. All right, so we will confirm. And that... I think that's actually a good place to stop for today. We'll keep you on a cliffhanger of what happened to all the buildings. so you come back next time. I hope you're enjoying this game so far and it seems interesting to you. So anyway, thank you so very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.